So good evening everyone. In tonight's video we are going down to the cows and calves. We're going to move them from their current field that they're in. We're going to put them in the bottom part of that plot of land where they are grazing. We've a little bit of fencing to do first, so we're just pulling up the gate now. I'll open the gate, we're going to drive down and see how we get on. So we're down the bottom end of this field. It's about 4.5 acres in this field. It's a lovely clean crop of grass in it actually. I don't see a weed in it, just driving in from the gate up here even. No sign of any weeds at all, and a lovely clean crop of grass. We were on the fence with this, whether we were going to need it in this grazing rotation or not. If we didn't need it, we were just going to mow it out when we were mowing our first cut silage, put it in the pit, and it would have went there. But with how the growing season has been, we're getting a little bit tight for grass, so we need it. That's it. It has to go into the grazing, which is what's happening now. But yeah, got no fertilizer. This all it got was slurry at the when the rest of the grazing ground was getting slurried, and parts of it there's quite a good crop of grass in it. This is probably the lesser part here around this area, but a little bit further down it looks stronger. Certainly along here in this area it's definitely stronger. You can see, like, if my foot in there in the middle of that, see it there, it's almost up to my knee there in places. So it's done well. This area you can see the strip right the whole way down there where the slurry was crossed over, and yeah, that's why it's a bit stronger there. But yeah, into the grazing it goes. So I suppose we'll get cracking at this. We'll see how many. We've put a couple of insulators on new posts that went in a few hours back. It's about 6 months ago, but this field wasn't used for grazing since the new posts went in. They were in around September, October time. So new posts went in, insulators never went on, and we'll just go along and we'll see what all insulators it needs. I think there's probably about 5 or 6 that needs replaced. We'll see as we go along. We'll get stuck into it and get this done. So let's see what we got here. So we're going to be using these wood post staple-on insulators. So they are made by Pell, and we'll just have a little look at the insulator itself. It's fairly simple. There's a little groove for the bull wire to set into. It folds over, steeple goes over the top of it. So fairly straightforward. I think the steeples, they are 50mm long, the steeples you need for these. So see how they work out. I haven't actually used these particular insulators yet. We'll see how they work out. They should be pretty straightforward if it doesn't spin around on you like that when you get it started. So yeah, they are pretty straightforward, very simple, easy to use. I see you have a couple of weeds growing here. We'll just pull them down. And yeah, fairly straightforward. So we'll run along and we'll get all the ones that need replaced the whole way down done. that we have the fence all fixed, it's just a matter of get the cows down and get them out here. They're all standing here a few minutes ago bawling, but when I disappeared over the field, they disappeared back as well. So let's get these gates open, or we've called them. I don't think it'll take them too long to make an appearance. There's one. Get the other one. Let's see, where are they? Come on, girls! Who on? Who on? Who on? Who on? Who on? Who on? Here they come. Come on, girls, come on! Coming at high speed. Come on! Who on? Who on? Cloud of dust is all you can see. It's a bit of a stampede. Come on! Come on, girls! Come on! Who on? Come on! Come on! Who on? Come on! Come on! Strangely, it's some of the calves that's leading the way. Come on! Come on! Come on! That's the girls. Come on! Come on! That's the girls. Come on! Come on! There's the young bull. Come on! And the old bull should be coming as well. Not yet. Come on! This girl here has ended up lame. She wasn't lame when she got into the field first, but she's now lame. See her? They'll be in a couple of weeks now, and if she hasn't healed up, we'll have to treat her or do something with her. Now there's the old bull. So far so good. He looks like he's pulling the cows. Now whether he's fertile or not, but we have got the two bulls together, which should hopefully mean that, well, if he's not walking, the young bull will pick them up. But both are walking together. They're not fighting. They're very friendly, and all seems okay. We've seen a cow around a few days ago, and they were both over, taking care of it between them. They're very agreeable to it all. So lovely fresh grass. They'll be very happy with that. So maybe just have a little walk down through, and you can see some of the calves, and see what you think of them. Just after we've moved the cows, we're going to stick up this little electric fence, so just get it into place and get the fence live. It was working in the top half where the cows were grazing. Anyone who's looking for an electric fence, small, handy, relatively cheap fence, these Wolseley BX 140s, or there's brackets here, Mosquito. They must have been called the Mosquito at one stage. they're a super little fence. So work on your car battery, a couple of spare car batteries, and just get yourself a little 12-volt charge. You'll be able to keep them charged. Depending on the car battery, could keep it going. If it's a good car battery, fairly good car battery, could keep it going for a month, 6 weeks, maybe even longer, depending on the size of it. But yeah, just very simple, very easy to use, and pretty bulletproof. We had one of them that we left it out the whole winter, forgot where it was, couldn't find it, found it the following springtime, plugged it in, worked perfect. So now we get it down fairly deep for a good earth. That's not bad. Yeah, so that's all you do, just tap it down in the ground. There's a little cap that goes on it. Just stop the phone for a second. Yeah, a little cap that goes on it, and we'll just get it set up then before we get it plugged on. Very easy little cap on it as well. Not cap, sorry, little connector where it just kind of slots each side of the wire, and you pull it on like that, and yeah, just connect her on. Live to the live, positive to the positive, neutral to the neutral. Let me see now, where are we? We'll put on the, we'll just make sure that they're not tangled up, and like that, and away she goes. Simple as that. Now, so we will head back out to the field where the cows are now, and we'll test it out. Perfect. So just in a follow-up to the video on Saturday where I was doing the slurry, I was at Friday, whenever it was anyway, you can see, this is where we slurried, you can see how much it has greened up in the last few days. The grass has absolutely jumped out of the ground. Now we had a very small amount of rain on Saturday evening. It just about dampened the ground, stopped, it was dry 20 minutes later, and we've had none since. But between that and the dew, it has really worked wonders on it. Some people were saying it was too dry for spreading slurry. I'd have to disagree with you at the minute. With the dew that we're having at night, I think if it was a month further on and you weren't having that dew at night, it would be a waste of time. But it is making a difference, so which is great to see. It'll just mean that the grass will continue to grow for the cows to eat in the grazing rotation. So good to see. Let's keep going. So back out in the field now where the cows are, we'll see, have we got any power in our fencer? And yes, we do. We have 4,200 volts or kV, so that's much more than adequate to keep the cows here now where they are. Yeah, so that's really it. Some happy cows and calves. That'll keep them going now for at least a week and a half, possibly even up to 2 weeks, which is great. It's what we need. It'll just mean that by the time they're this eaten, the other paddocks will be ready for them to go back to. They should have, it should just give us a bit of a bank of grass that if this weather continues, that we're not going to have to start to subsidise the feed with hay or silage or something else in the field, which is the last thing we want to do. So we'll see how it goes. What are we doing tomorrow? Actually start a little bit of it today, a little bit of yard preparation for the silage. So I'm going to be doing, we'll call it silage preparation, or silage series we'll call it, where there's going to be over the next 10 days to a fortnight, we're going to have all videos of preparation for the silage, from getting the yard ready, silage base ready, washing down, just machinery, some machinery maintenance, all different things along the way that we have to do in preparation for getting the silage done. Look, some of it you could get away without doing, but it's kind of an excuse to get these jobs done as well, the likes of washing down some of the yard and, you know, all these kind of things. So, but we'll do it in a series of videos. There'll be all different parts to it, and yeah, you see those over the next couple of weeks, starting with hopefully either, well, probably be, I don't know whether it'll be tomorrow evening, or it'll more than likely be on Wednesday, the first of those will be, so I'll probably keep it until then. Yeah, so that's it. As always, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the sub button, leave a like below, throw in a comment in the comment section, and we shall see you tomorrow.